And DAZN on the call. My man Sergio Mora, former WBC super welterweight champion. Hey, I always got to mention this.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I didn't hold it long, but it's better to have loved than lost than never have loved at all. So I became a champion, so I love that title.
And it was against Vernon Forrest. Rest in peace.
A great champion. Rest in peace. Absolutely.
Yep. So Sergio, man, who do you get the edge to Saturday night?
Ryan Garcia, and I'll tell you why. Because he has the speed, he has the power, he has the momentum going his way as far as his dad's back in his corner. The kid needs structure. He didn't find it with Derek James. He didn't find it with he did find it with Eddie Reynoso. I don't know why they fractured that relationship when it was 5 wins, 5 by knockout, but that says more about Ryan Garcia,
yes,
than anyone else. And then of course the Goosen thing. It's do or die for him. Ryan Garcia is back against the ropes, back against the wall. I think people are giving up on him. I think his own fans are starting to realize, like, what do we got with Ryan? He's going to have to make a statement come Saturday, man. And if he doesn't, I'm not saying it's the end of him, but his star is waning. His star is definitely fading away.
Do you think to the point you just made, like, he has to make a statement that he has to quiet people saying, hey man, that the one time at the championship level you really had a standout performance, it was marred in controversy.
Yep.
You pissed hot after the fight and everything. Do you think that is even in his mind, he wants to shut people up about that? And do you think if he does, let's say, win by knockout, that goes away, that helps him quiet some of those narratives?
My trainer always used to say that boxing fans have a short-term memory. One quick knockout and you're back on top. And Ryan Garcia is a knockout puncher. But when you're popping dirty for PEDs, then you question that power, you question that performance, and you question what you did that incredible night against Haney. I mean, Haney was outboxing him. Haney's the better boxer, the better fighter. But Garcia's the harder puncher. Garcia's the faster puncher, and he's just confident. But you said it was marred with the PED test. And then letting everybody down, losing against Rolly Romero. I mean, no one ever thought you were going to lose against Romero. So what do we have with Ryan Garcia? What do we have in a fighter that is put in this position because of popularity, because of his promoter, and let's keep it real, because of privilege. But it's all right. As long as you knock this dude out, you're back. That's just the way it is.
Does Barrios, is part of why you would pick Ryan, Barrios lacks the twitch that Tank and Rolly had. Those guys are...
That's a good eye, Sean.
Yeah,
that's a good eye.
Yeah.
My trainer used to call it that quick twitch muscle. And if you can't compete with that, with your own kind of quickness or your own instinct or your own reaction, then you're going to fall victim to that sometime in the fight. I don't care how experienced or durable or how much of a champion you are. If Mario Barrios can't compete with it's a little twitchiness, you're going to fall for that bait, especially if Ryan Garcia starts feinting, which he doesn't do that much. But when he feints and he hides that speed, Barrios is going to be in trouble if he gets clipped by that power, especially at the left hand.
Because we could talk a lot about technical skills and experience, which is in some ways in Barrios' favor, experience. But
oh no, it isn't Barrios' favor. I mean, Mario Barrios has an incredible career on the biggest possible stages, pay-per-view fights, big events, champions that he's fought. What an incredible career Mario Barrios is having, and still here headlining and now as a world champion. So shout out to Luis de Cubas, I think is his manager and his promotion, because I mean they sucked out every bit of talent out of Mario Barrios to get to this position.
So, but despite that, is it the talent gap going to be too much to overcome?
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to come down to talent. I think this is going to come down to durability, toughness, and mental strength. And we've seen Ryan Garcia be on both sides of the spectrum in mental strength and mental fragility. Barrios is consistent with the mentality. So I think the later this fight goes, the more Barrios is going to gain confidence. And the fight's maybe gonna go sway his favor. If he gets clipped early, then it could be a different story for Garcia.
Yeah, because that's what Barrios is banking on a little bit. I got a little bit more on the inside than to offset what
I think he has. I'll be honest with you. I think he has a lot more physicality. And you see how they look head to head. Usually Garcia is the taller fighter and muscular, but Barrios is a lot bigger, and they haven't even rehydrated. Come fight night, Mario Barrios is gonna look huge compared to Ryan Garcia, and if Garcia can't hurt him, he's gonna be in trouble.